Hello, live chatters, Mad Hatters. It is now March 6th, 2022. Just a couple of weeks ago, my birthday was 2/22/22, which meant it was Tuesday, and it was Tuesday and WSDAY. Anyway, welcome to your 253rd live chat here from the beautiful city of Portland, Oregon, as my mother would say. It's about 47 degrees, high of 53, partly sunny. Another nice day tomorrow. We'll go back to my cycling. Hello from Central Florida, California dreaming. Also beach mom, right? Kevin Wilson, Tales from the Script. Yes, good evening. A lot of people from the UK here. Very few people from America. I won't say very few, but I think we probably have as many people from the UK as America. Again, the purpose of this show is twofold. One is to answer your questions about mental health recovery without diagnosing or treating any condition. Number two is to have you come together and support each other in community, because we cannot heal alone from depression. Posted a video yesterday called How Acupuncture Stopped My Anxiety in Its Tracks. How many of you have seen it? It's very good. A modality that has its place, especially when you're super anxious. There are ways that working with the energy in the meridians can definitely calm your nervous system. Copenhagen, yes, I was there for a day. Windy, Oklahoma, and 85 years old. Em, nice to see you. So, I want to mention that for some reason, the views of this channel keep decreasing. I don't know why. The content has not changed. It's still, as you know, very good from the comments I'm receiving. So maybe when you see a video of mine, please give it a like, because likes draw viewers to YouTube. And as my friend Kyle Bailey used to say, you can hit the like button right now and get people to come here. Diane Strubchuk, hello from Calgary, Canada. Yes, did not get notified. Huh. Well, I sent out the notification, don't know why. But my videos are posted every single Saturday at noon. I alternate between Words That Heal, my audiobook, and a regular new creative, brand new YouTube affirmation about some aspect of mental health recovery. It's lately been biographical because I went through hell in the month of December. This is one thing: you can never be free of depression. If you've had multiple episodes, it can always come back and bite you in the tush. It's always lurking behind the scenes, unfortunately, and you've got to have your guard up, right? You have a cold. You okay? I don't have a cold. I just sound like I have a cold. Here's my coffee. That'll undo my cold. I'm tired. I've cut back from 50 milligrams of Seroquel to 25. And my sleep has definitely been affected. I did not sleep well last night. I had to take an Ambien the first time in months. So I'm a little nervous because it was sleep disruption last time that put me over the brink. But yeah, I'm hungover actually, is what I am right now from the sleep medication. So I seem like I'm a little out of it. Well, there you have it. All right, what can we say? 1 week from today is daylight savings time in the USA. Chronic nerve pain medicine seems not to help. Any ideas? My brother takes something called gabapentin for nerve pain. I'm not diagnosing it. I'm just saying you might want to talk to your doctor. Also, distraction helps. My brother's been dealing with chronic pain for 8 years. He says a lot of the things that I talk about in this chart, healing from depression, self-care activities to improve your mood, a lot of these strategies have helped him, even though he's not dealing with psychological pain. He's dealing with physical pain, natural light, sleep, nutrition, exercise, social support, cognitive behavioral therapy, dealing with your negative self-talk, self-acceptance, self-forgiveness, prayer, meditation, having a purpose in life, creative self-expression, setting goals, time in nature. All of this stuff helps him with his chronic physical pain, as it helps me when I have my chronic mental emotional pain. So these are universal lifestyle coping tools and strategies. So If the person who is in pain physically wants the chronic nerve pain, Tesar Kaija, if you would like this chart, simply send me an email. I'd be happy to mail it to you. And simply send it to douglasbloch@gmail.com. Hi, Douglas. Thank you for your live streams always. Yes, thank you, Julie Nelson. So you guys in the UK, when do you go on to daylight savings time where it'll start getting dark? You know, it's stay light until 7:30 instead of 6. Ireland. Be sure to hit the like button. Yes, Harry Morgan. Cheers, buddy. You must be from the UK. Lots of UK people. Is a new pet coming your way, Jack, from Canada? Well, there's it's sort of on its way. We have to go ahead and post my new video, a tribute to my cat Bruce, and that will be the sign that we have kind of worked through our grief. We also had a picture of a leaf sent to me by the Dove Lewis Hospital, which is the hospital where he was euthanized, where they have someone. Thank you, Marius. Your €5 donation every week is much appreciated. Yes, write me for that chart, Tesar. I'd love to send it to you. I don't have an interest in anything. I don't listen to music, watch movies. I just sleep all day and can't make myself leave the bed. I go to college. Everything seems so pointless. Everything is. Anyway, these sound like symptoms of depression. Have you reached out to your college counselor? Hey, Alex Jones, nice to see you. I'm looking for this. I have not printed out. Here we are. So you probably can't see this very well. You see there's a dove there and there's an inscription right there, right? So this is going to be hung on a tree, and the inscription reads, "To our beloved cat, Bruce, thank you for bringing joy and love into our home, Joan and Douglas." So this is it. This is going to be hung on a remembrance tree at Dove Lewis Veterinary Hospital. And Bruce is going to be commemorated for the life he lived and all the people he helped. And once that is up on the tree, it is up on the tree. Once we see it, and once I get this new video out, then I will be free to look. I will feel closure. The anniversary of Bruce's death is 6 months from March 10th. And speaking of anniversaries, today is the anniversary, March 6, 2021, of when this book, when going through Hell Don't Stop, my memoir, the best thing I've ever written, in my humble opinion, became an audiobook. And it got into Audible when going through Hell Don't Stop. It's also been serialized on this channel. And I'm amazed to say that we have sold, in 1 year, 260 copies. That's like 2 copies every 3 days, and Nobody Knows Me from Adam on Audible. They have memoirs from super famous people, really well-known people, and I no advertising, and yet people are reading this memoir and writing me saying that it was life-saving, because if you went through the hell I did and came out the other side, and you read that story, you're going to be inspired. Nobody's fault but my own. It's an interesting thing. I've been walking on an hour or 2 a day, and it's been working. Yes, exercise is nature's antidepressant. Any suggestions of the best sleep aids, says Mark D. Yes, I did a video. My video is called The Best Medications for Insomnia. The best medications for insomnia. It was called Medications That Are Used for Insomnia. Boy, do I have a good memory. Thank you, Estelle Bloch, my mother. That are used. So if you go look at that video, my video, you'll find lots of suggestions. Mark D, always go to your prescriber or your PCP or whoever is in charge of your medication. That is the way to get those answers. Melatonin or sleep meds for your doctor. Thank you, Nobody's Fault. Excellent idea. Junk, I appreciate your comment about my work. I don't know why you call yourself Junk. God doesn't make junk, according to AA. According to Jason Clue, he's been doing magnesium, which is a relaxation, brings relaxation to the body. has a calming effect. In fact, there's a relaxation magnesium supplement in America called Calm. Cycling and running has worked wonders for me. Have worked wonders, but don't worry about my grammar. Yes, 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 yes. Alex Michael Lord, what a beautiful name. Thank you. So here it is. Exercise, I'm doing this all caps, is nature's antidepressant. ANT, right? There is, boys and girls, from the Peanut Gallery, nature is nature's let's try it again. Exercise is nature's antidepressant. Hey, Jennifer. Just a reminder at 15 after the hour that this channel is supported by contributions from viewers like you. Sounds like I'm doing an OPB pledge drive, which is happening right here in Portland. But yes, do appreciate if you hit the $sign. You can give a super chat donation as little as 99 cents. There used to be a guy from Green Bay, Wisconsin, whose name I'm slipping my mind, but he always gave 99 cents every week. It adds up. Mr. Bloch, what would you suggest as keys for fighting clinical depression? Well, I guess you need to write me, because every single of these 45 activities and principles are keys. I would say the most important keys are the 3 keys of mental health recovery I write about. 1, set the intention to heal. Get a picture in your mind of how you want to be without, when your depression clears up. Number 2, reach out for support. You need other people in your camp. And number 3, use a combination of mutually supportive therapies to support your healing. And this, of course, is what these are. It took me 25 years to make this list. And guess what? It's yours for free. Because this is a ministry. This is my way of giving back to the universe for all the times I was rescued from suicidal depression. And there have been at least 5. And I don't want to have to go back there again. Lazy Eye Ranch, I explained that we're on the verge of getting a kitty. First, we have to finish this video, which we'll be posting in the next couple of weeks about Bruce's life. And also, we have to go to Dove Lewis Hospital, because there's a beautiful, beautiful inscription of Bruce right here on this dove, which is being hung on a tree, honoring Bruce, and we want to take a look at that live. His anniversary of his death is coming up March 10th. So, seems like time has gone by very quickly. Exercise is nearly impossible to begin when severely in a depressive state. You're absolutely right, View. I agree with you. That's why you need to bring in the troops. I had a guy who was so almost catatonic, but 2 of his friends from the support group came and roused him out of bed every Sunday morning at 9, and they went on a hike in the Columbia River Gorge, which lifted his spirits. So, you need other people to help you out, View. Yes, depression robs you of your motivation. It's like a million times worse than marijuana, which kind of makes you not motivated. You liked and you subbed. Thank you, Junk. Very nice. I'd love to hear your real name, like Richard or something. But anyway, I appreciate your support, really. It's weird that I have streaks of days where I have energy to go to the gym, and then I have several days where I'm too depressed to go. Alex Jones, that's the way depression is when you're in recovery. You have days when you come out, you have days when you go back in. You have days when you come out, you have days when you go back in. You have days when you feel good, you have days when you feel crummy. That's what it's like to be dealing with depression. So be grateful, thank the universe, thank God, thank whomever, that you have those 5 days of relief. Because without that, you couldn't make it through. Gratitude, 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 yes. Anna Gomez, nice to see you. I personally meditate with my prayers and get reminded that God is love and love is God. We are all His children. Very nice. I agree with you totally. Without my spirituality, I would have been dead a long time ago. We all know who Albert Einstein is. On his deathbed, he said there's only one essential question to ask. Is the universe friendly? And I believe that it is. So nobody's fault but my own. Send me an email. This address, and I'll send you that chart. Also, I have a video look, when you have 600 videos, you have a video about everything, right? It's called the 3 Steps to So, speaking of videos, I can't believe this time has passed. When you get older, by the way, I just turned 73. I know I look like I'm 43. Oh, this mark here, I'll have to tell you, I slammed a car door on my head. A Kia Sportage, the thing weighed a ton, and really severe gash. It's, as you can see, it's getting better. Anyway, it's been 10 years since this channel began. A beautiful soul named Noah Thomas, who was in my support group, helped me get this going. He has his own YouTube channel. Thank you, Noah. It's been 10 years, and has anybody heard from him? Thank you, Jennifer Tiana. I love your last name. I love when things flow with vowels. Thank you for your contribution. What part of the world do you live in? Lazy Eye Ranch. I've got to start exercising more. Now it's getting warmer. I have no excuses. The last couple of years, Thank you, bread. $2.99. Maybe that's Australian. I love your little symbol. Loa the Frenchy Swan. Where did you get that name? I know, thank you for saying I'm the best, but you can thank me by telling me how you came up with that name. I just, it's just an interesting combination, but it works. Yes, I would say exercise, Lazy Eye Ranch. You're in a beautiful part of the world. It's a lot warmer than it is here in Portland and Palm Springs, outside of Palm Springs. So yes, get out. Take some walks. Run around your goat pen or whatever. Peter Carey has not been here in weeks and months. He just has stopped coming. He must have a job interference, or he's just no longer interested. You know, a lot of people are here for a while. We have very few people who are dedicated over the years. I must say that Ann C., Lazy Eye Ranch, Alex Jones, you know, there's a bunch of you, and I'm not meaning to leave anybody out, but thank you, those of you who are consistent viewers. Does depression make you feel emotionless like a robot? Yes, it does. The opposite of depression is vitality. People lose their vitality. Mirta, how to fight health anxiety? Very difficult. Very difficult. You got to dispute those thoughts as being irrational, because they are. You got to say, thoughts, you know, I am well, I am whole. Here's an affirmation that one person gave me that worked. Lagai, as always. That's Lisa from Alberta. So Lisa, I'm going to send you, if you don't mind, an invitation to edit my new book. God, I've been working on this book forever. I'm trying to make it an audiobook. It's called When It Hurts Too Much to Live. You can't figure out how to make it work, Lola Frenchy Swan? You hit the $ right down at the bottom of the screen, and I'll ask you to put in your credit card number. That's it. If that doesn't work, you simply can go to PayPal. We have 61 people. That's great. You have to go to paypal.com and send me a donation. Very simple. And you send the donation to my email address. Thank you, GPH. What does it stand for? 10 euros? Yes, I am trying to take care of it. Still, I'm still not out of the woods. So, yeah, if you have a checking account, you can set up a PayPal account. And my PayPal address, as many of you know, is my Gmail address. There you have it. Hope you're keeping well, I Like Turtles. I'm doing my best. I've come out of a really bad relapse. 2 months out of it, cutting back on Seroquel, which really helps, but it's really caused me to gain weight, messed up my liver enzymes. So it's hard. Would you rather be fat and happy or thin and suicidal, right? I'd rather be fat and happy, but I also rather be thin and happy. My voice is calming. Yes, listen to my voice, everybody. You are now being relaxed. You are relaxed. You're going to a deep hypnotic trance. In that trance, you are letting go of all the negative beliefs, hurts, pains, and trauma that you've ever experienced. You are coming out of this trance, a whole, complete, and loving individual. When I snap my fingers, the process will be done. How's that for a quick hypnosis? Thank you, Jung Chunk. A lot of people have told me my voice is calming, and I don't know why, but I'm glad it is. Doug has books on Amazon. How about 11 of them? Yeah. Any tips for anxiety? Only about 20 of them, right? Trees are budding. Absolutely. So seriously, there's so much stuff on anxiety on the internet. There's so many tools. Deep breathing, exercise, and disputing negative thoughts are my 3 favorite. But if you want to know some tools, I have a video for everything. I'm a very curious person, and since I've suffered so much, a lot, I'm trying to figure out ways to stay healthy and sharing that with you. It's called being a wounded healer. Maybe you so this is my most popular video right here, called How to Rewire Your Anxious Brain. It's based on a book of the same title. And so if you want any tips for anxiety, Brian Schaefer, check out that video. And there's another book called The Anxiety and Phobia Workbook by Edward Bourne, been out for 25 years. Yes, magnesium does calm you. Up to 61 and 0. We got to get to 70. Hit those like buttons, folks. Haha, I wish it was that easy. I wish what was that easy, Alex? The hatchback door in my Hyundai doesn't stay up when it's cold. I've gotten banged in my head too many times. I have a scar across my nose. Yeah. I got the same problem. Well, nothing wrong with my car. I slammed it and my face got in the way. Yeah, adopting a pet like a dog. Anything that can help you. Kava, that's really, really true. It is hard to get through depression when you're practically alone in the world. Alex, that's why you're coming to this meeting, and you can also go to meetup.com, and you can also go to 12-step meetings. Even if you don't have an addiction problem, you can just say, I'm here. So now that COVID is lifting, at least here in America, meetup.com, all sorts of groups you can go and find people to connect with, also online. There's also called Lion Rock Recovery, which has support groups online. You can also go to NAMI.org. They have support groups. There are groups out there, Alex, but I don't know where you live. If you live out in the sticks, it's going to be much more difficult to go find groups, but you can always do them online. But yes, social support is a key to overcoming depression. It's so important. My heart breaks for people who don't have that social support. Now me, look, I grew up as a nerd. I had 0 social skills. I was into my studies. I had a 4.0, never missed a day in school. I couldn't care less about people in high school. But then I suffered and I had to come out of myself, and I don't know why, but 70 people turned up at my 70th birthday. So I don't know why I'm so well connected. I'm not particularly extroverted or charismatic or gregarious, but I've just been blessed with friends and people who care about me, and that's why I'm alive. I haven't talked to Noah Bryan. He doesn't answer my text. Does anybody here know what happened to Noah? Yeah, psilocybin helps for some people. It's not legal anywhere in America. It is now going to be legal in Oregon in about 2 years under psychiatric supervision or psychological supervision. Melba Folger, hey everyone, I'm feeling optimistic today and trying to hold on to as long as I can. Absolutely. Hold on to that optimism. Hold on to that hope. Even eating foods like avocado helpful. Avocado is a very healthy food for good monounsaturated fats. Well, good, Alex Jones. If magnesium helps you with your anxiety, that's fantastic. Zinc, vitamin C, and D3. Thank you, you know your what do you call it? Nutrition. Has anyone here tried doxepin? No, but it has helped people in my support groups. Who's practicing in the background? That's Johann Sebastian Bach. It's my wife Joan is listening to it in while she's on the exercise bike. I hope it's not too distracting. It's beautiful music. Yeah, it doesn't sound like Bach. It's kind of a little bit more jagged, isn't it? Maybe it's Beethoven. Terry was so scared of women as a teen in cross country, broke out in welts when they watched me train. Yes, cross country is a wonderful thing. Melba, that is great. Now I just have to see what you said. Melba, hi everyone, I'm feeling optimistic. Yeah, hold on to that optimism. How many people do we have, guys? I recently saw that we had like 61. Let's get 9 people up there. Let's hit that like button. Let's get a couple more donations. It's halfway through our show today. Anna Gomez, I'm a caretaker to my 91-year-old father. You got some good genes. Verbally abusing dad, dementia. I try to be as patient as possible. It saddens me when he is too much. Well, God bless you, Anna. You're a loyal daughter to be able to do that. I suppose you can't pay anybody else, or maybe you're the best person to care for your father. I'm sorry you're having to put up with it, but you will get rewarded in this or the next life. Tell us from the script. What is the script? I know what the crypt is. Sometimes sunshine back, so it's lifting the mood, of course. Also spending more time in the woods, listening to the river and birds. You must live in nature, out in the country. Forming a strong connection with nature is so important. You're right, and it sounds like you're very fortunate that you're near nature. My brother and people live in Manhattan. What are they going to do? Alex16, Michelle, thank you for checking in. Also, Yo Kiro-chan, I'm a negative thinker, which makes me prone to anxiety. I always assume the worst. I anticipate disaster on the corner. Yes, but guess what, Yo Kiro-chan? You can train yourself. You can train your mind, right? In the Buddhists, they say mind training, right? In here, this thinking, you can change your thinking. It takes practice, but you can do it. With cognitive behavioral therapy, every time you hear a negative thought, cancel, say something positive. I love listening to the audiobooks at night. P.G. Woodhouse is my fave. Okay, very, very good. So favorite narrators are Jonathan Cecil. Hey, what about When Going Through Hell Don't Stop, Lazy Eye Ranch? That's on Audible, so is Words That Heal. Any else on news and you and Joan the Pussycat? We're getting closer to adopting a new cat. I will certainly let you know. He has so many ups and downs. Yeah, I think he's bipolar, and I don't think he's diagnosed correctly. I think he needs to be on a mood stabilizer, and I'll tell him that. Yes, NMP anxiety is horrible. It's the worst. It's hell, and it almost broke me in December. All my other depressive episodes, all my hospitalizations were preceded by major insomnia. So fortunately, there are medications. Ones I'm taking didn't work as much as they used to be, but I was up at 3:30. I couldn't get to sleep last night. That's not me. I usually fall asleep like that, but I don't know. Getting over cutting back in the circle. 5 pounds, Mary Hayes. Thank you so much. That's a very generous donation. Lazy Eye Ranch says she listens to my audiobooks. Well, thumbs up for her. Yeah, Noah does put out videos. He was actually putting them out a while ago, like one a day. And so I need to listen to it this week. This too shall pass has helped me through the darkest of days. Yes, I didn't invent that, but it's my motto. This too shall pass. You can't beat that with a stick because everything is impermanent, right? This is what the Buddhists talk about, and it's true, right? Isn't it true? Well, we're down to 55. Come on, let's hit 70, right? Impermanence, right? That's the nature of physical reality on the earth plane. Nothing lasts forever, right? Which means the good times fade away, but so do the bad times. Delete. Cancel. You have to write it down with a Sharpie, see it and read out loud. Excellent, Ana Gomez. That's a wonderful technique you have. I love it. All right, Tracy Mitchell. Some days I have hope, other days not so. That's the way it works. Is this typical of depression? Yes, it is, Tracy Mitchell. It's due to my thinking. It's partially due to your thinking, but it's also due to your biochemistry. The brain messes you up. Sometimes the chemicals are, yes, chemicals, hopeful chemicals. Sometimes the chemicals are no chemicals and disappointing chemicals. Your brain chemistry, I said in my book, which I really encourage you to read. I've written 11 books, but there's nothing that compares to a memoir, right? A story. This is a narrative, right? So it was like my brain was being batted back and forth, like a ping pong, right? Anybody ever played ping pong? Push, shush, 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 right? Going back across the net. That's how your brain feels when you're depressed. So yes, you go from hope to not hope, from hope to suicide, from suicide to hope for it's nothing will get any better. Yes, it will get better. No, it will not get better. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Kind of wears you out, doesn't it? We're all survivors. We won't die from depression. It won't take us. Well, I hope so, you, because by the time this 1 hour live chat is over, 5 people will have died in America by taking their own lives. So it does take people, and that's what's so tragic about it. But it doesn't have to be us, because if we use the right tools and reach out for the right support, we can be protected. But it's really hard when you're in that state to hold on. So lonely, wish my therapy would stop shunning me. Kathy Peterson, being exiled or excommunicated is the worst feeling in the world. Are there other people like friends or therapists you can turn to? Your favorite Uncle Herbert, yes. Heidi, Uncle Doug and Uncle D and the gang. Heidi Ho, I got it. Hey Joan, the live chatters want to know what that piano music was. It was Bach, I was right. Didn't seem like Bach, it was a little cacophonous at times. Piano concertos. Bach had piano concertos? You should all come meet Joan. Without Joan, I'd be toast. You want to come in here and say hello?
I just got up the elevator.
She got off the elevator. She's in her exercise clothes. She's beautiful, so she wants to hear.
Yeah, this is beautiful. Good for the mind.
Could you hand me our anniversary picture, isn't it? Is it on that table there? Thank you. Let's turn back the clock 38 years ago. There we are. Too bad for the reflections, huh? On our wedding day, July 17th, 1984. Who said 1984 was a bad year? Don't get a good sense of Joan's face, but lovely, lovely, lovely. There you have it. 38 years goes by like that. All right. 59 people were losing folks. 1237. Hit the like button. High fives for Joan. Yes. Kathy Peterson, I have therapy. Just miss family when they ignore me. Sure, that's true. Do you know why they ignore you? It's probably nothing to do with you, I'm sure. It's hard to love when it gets really bad, but I told myself a long time ago that I refuse to end my life because I have a right to live just like everybody else. You, I appreciate those sentiments. Is Joan an introvert? Yes, she is. Carrie, you're a perceptive individual. No human contact kills. Nice picture. Thank you. I think you need a puppy. I think I need a cat. Everything is not permanent. Boy, do I have news for you. Within 3 days, my life has changed around to a huge opportunity to simply go after my life dream. What the hell? Maybe all the enduring pays off. Enduring always pays off. Hold on, hold on, hold on is my mantra. All right. Saraba Halabi, one of our favorite people here, because he always says hit the like button. And there it is right there. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're doing well, Mr. Douglas. Please don't forget to hit the like button to support this channel. You have I guess an Arab or, Middle Eastern name. Do you live in the Middle East or do you live here in the USA? Nobody's fault but my own. May you and your wife be blessed for many years from now. Oh, that's very nice. And right now, of course. How to be in charge of our thoughts? You just have to observe them. 1984 is not a bad year. I was given to humanity that day. Oh yeah, you were born on what? July 17th, my wedding anniversary? Your favorite Uncle Herbert? Well, in that case, we're connected, right? I found a show on NCIS New Orleans, good for my depression. What is NCIS? It's some sort of an acronym. It's like a crime show, right? I think it's a combination of good versus evil, editing and the camera work. Yeah, NCIS is some sort of a, tell me what that stands for. It is a great picture. There are other great pictures. Being important to someone keeps me going. My raven friends wake me every morning calling for their food. Smart animals they are. Hey, Andy Barber, nice to see you. I was so unwell, says Becky0710 a couple of years ago, and your videos and advice helped me enormously. Thank you. September 9th. Well, that was close to my wedding anniversary. Sounds like you're a Virgo. Becky0170, thank you. I'm really glad that my suffering has not gone in vain, right? It's all based on my suffering, and I am hungry. What am I going to do? I know what. I'm going to get a protein bar just right in the closet. And also I'm going to stand up. Why? Because after hip replacement surgery, you're not supposed to sit for more than 20 minutes. I've sat for 40 minutes. You can teach ravens to talk. Yeah. Hey, Douglas, sorry I'm late. Hey, no problem. Better late than never. Observing thoughts. Well, what you do is you observe your thoughts, and anytime you start to see thoughts that are critical or negative, you say delete, delete, and you change them. I'll be right back. Garden of Life, high protein weight loss bar, peanut butter and chocolate, 14 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar. You can't beat it with a stick. It cuts my hunger. I didn't really have time to eat breakfast, so this will get me through the next 20 minutes. Talk about eating, but 56 people. A cat artistic. Well, you might have some Pisces in you, Uncle Herbert. Sun signs don't tell you everything. Naval Crime Investigation Service, criminal investigation TV show. Wow. You can get them in the health food stores on Amazon. 63. 7 more, baby. Guy, would you like to review my new book, When Going Through Hell Don't Stop? I'm going to email you the first couple of chapters. You seem like a perfect editor. How the hamburger introduced his new girlfriend to his parents. Mom, Dad, this is Patty. How come we don't have more jokes? That's the first one. Jason Clulo has the best corny jokes. I think one of the worst parts of the person is how it makes you push away others. Yes. Absolutely. Well, we need some jokes here. I don't know, my book is down there. Why did the witch not wear a flat hat? There was no point in it. How do you make an egg roll? Do you like Chinese food? How you make an egg roll? You push it. Yeah, I can't believe that ravens are that smart, but they are supposed to be the smartest animal. They also can use tools like sticks and put them in the hole, and get insects and stuff. Kind of like monkeys. Anna Gomez says, write down your blessings. Yes, count your blessings. What an old and wonderful saying. By the way, I'm going to do a quick text. My godson, I don't know if I've talked about him, Phineas, he and his fallen on hard times. He's, like me, suffers from chronic mental illness. He's relapsed and gone to the hospital, and that was his wife, Chelsea. Julie Nelson, thank you for your $5 by PayPal. Really appreciate it. Julie Nelson just donated $5 by PayPal. So where is Chelsea? Sorry I missed your call. I'm on my live chat until 1 p.m. I will call you then, period. So I'm going to ask you guys a big favor. The bar isn't high enough, yes. Thank you, Jason. It's a bad pun, but I love it. So, you be right there. I mean, you hold on me right there. So this is Phineas and his lovely wife when their son was 1 year old. Wife's name Chelsea. I would like you to say prayers for both of them. Very, very critical time. So the power of prayer, you can heal people at distance, right? So my godson, we all know how bad mental illness is. So it's, it's hard on people and hard on a relationship. Elsa Igor Raven's mate always eats first while he stands on guard. She picks out the best pieces and sets them aside, so when it's his turn, he eats that first. I wish all couples were that thoughtful. Absolutely. It is hard to meet new people now with COVID, but COVID in America at least is starting to wane. You might have a schizoid personality disorder. Well, I don't know. I know what it is, but you'd have to get diagnosed. And if you did, you can overcome it, or at least modify it, right? We do have free will, right? We are not victims of our past. We're not victims of our trauma. We're not victims of our parents. The past is not the future, says Tony Robbins. 45 minutes of Darrow. We definitely should get Robert Jenkins and Edward Steiner, who normally give $20 each, are not here today, so maybe somebody can make up, even if it's for $5 or $10. USA Rugby League fan. I didn't know rugby was in America. Sending some good thoughts to Phineas and Chelsea. Thank you very much. That would be wonderful. Both are amazing people, and they have 2 children, Kai and Rainier. Amazing children, Depression is the equal opportunity destroyer. You can be rich, poor, famous, not famous, Jew, Gentile, man, woman, transgender, gay, lesbian, whatever. It, hits everybody. I think I may be a narcissist. Well, I don't know. We're all narcissists, aren't we? We think of ourselves first. That's the human condition, right? We're the most important in the world. That's why you have to fight against your narcissism. So everybody is a narcissist to some extent. Only a matter of how much. I wonder if Shaolin originated from Buddhism. Yeah, I'm not sure what Shaolin is. I don't know. I've just seemed to get more cold to people. I used to be sociable. Well, that could be the depression, Alex. Again, therapy, medication, prayer, all sorts of things. If you notice you're with wrong people, go find a therapist and have him or her help you change that pattern. I have a new neighbor soon. The nearest house to me is for sale. Hope somebody nice buys it. It's impossible not to have narcissistic wounds, tendencies. Nobody has perfect parents. You're absolutely right. We're all narcissistically wounded to some extent or another. My boyfriend had been lying about something important. I forgave him. He's still beating himself up. Tell him that he did the best he could. Oh, Shane lives a kind of kung fu temple monks in China. Wow, thank you. Yes, it's very normal to withdraw from people. Anyway, Suzanne Wilbert, I have a video. I have a dream, but I also have a video. Only down to 54 people, huh? We can do better at that, boys and girls. Hit that like button. I have a video called Forgive Yourself for Your Mistakes. Period. So why don't you have your boyfriend watch that video? It will really help him with self-forgiveness. In your guy's view, can too much focus on pain be a symptom of OCD? I don't know. If you're in pain, it's natural to focus on it because it hurts. OCD is a bitch to treat, yes, but people do treat it. What happened to the voice? I don't know whose voice it was. Mirtazapine dehydrates, it does. Remeron, you have to drink more water. Is Lamictal a good thing? Good drug for BPD and depression. It's certainly a good drug for depression. I'm on it. I don't know about, does BPD mean bipolar disorder? If so, yes, it's a mood stabilizer. If BPD means borderline personality disorder, talk to your doctor. But for bipolar disorder, it's considered a mood stabilizer. And I have bipolar disorder, by the way. Exercise, meditation, prayer therapy, and rest seems to help me. All good things. What is the video that brought you to me? Forgive yourself for your mistakes. It's a good video. Alex Jones, I took Lamictal for a while. Did help me with my crazy mood swings. Well, it's a good medication. Go talk to your doctor. You still can't forgive yourself, unfortunately. Just keep working on it. You know, look. If you had someone you love who did something bad, would you forgive them? If so, you can forgive yourself. But it kind of made me feel flat. Some people complain about mood stabilizers making you feel flat. Fortunately, it hasn't happened with me. Anstey's had a good life. She's thankful for her 85 years. Man, oh man, Anstey, I would give a fortune to be like you at 85. Maybe I will. What kind of key does not open the door? A turkey. Anna Gomez, that was a bad joke. Dad joke. A bad dad joke. That was horrible. Notice I'm losing some hair. When Satan goes bald, they'll be held to pay. How's that for a good joke? Very bad, Anna. Yes, Alex Jones. Horrible. Horrible pun. 2 minutes after the hour. I've heard of Turkey, but I've never heard of Hungary. They're getting worse. Speaking of which, any people here from the Ukraine or have relatives there? What a horrible thing that's going on. I normally don't get political, but come on, guys. You can't just invade an innocent country and start bombing them. What did I think of the first time I saw that invasion when it started? I thought of 1939. Nobody here was alive in 1935 except for Anne C. That's when Hitler invaded Poland. No provocation, just did it. That's what Putin is doing, and so we need to send out prayers for the Ukrainian people and give money to relief organizations and just hope that this war ends ASAP. Hey, you came back. I told them you were disappeared into the void. Hi, all amazing events happen in the world. Padar Shields, back. Russia leads World War III invasion. Ezekiel 38, the Prince of Rosh. Yeah, they better not lead a World War III invasion, not when I'm around. This is not good. Yes, Shades of 39, absolutely. It's just, history does repeat itself, doesn't it? But I didn't think I'd live in a time where this would happen. But, I'm Jewish and I don't have relatives who died in the Holocaust, but I have friends who have relatives who died in the Holocaust. Prince of Rosh, yes. But I don't get the pun of Anna's joke fully. I'm not quite sure what the joke is. I always say if Ukraine is the sister people of Russia, why go raping your own sister? Well, that is absolutely true, Uncle Herbert. You go raping your own sister because you're a power-hungry asshole. That's why. It's the only hole where NATO can invade Russia safely, and that's in Ukraine. So it's necessary for Russia to control. Plus, Uncle Vladimir wants Soviet Union 2.0. You're absolutely right, Uncle Herbert. Vladimir Putin thought the greatest sorrow of history is when the Soviet Union broke up, and he wants to restore it. But no, he's not going to go recreate the Soviet Union. He's delusional. Prepare for evil times. Well, there's always been evil, but there's always been good. So you remember what Dickens said? It's the best of times, it's the worst of times. But anyway, as someone who's lived a long time, lived through the Korean War, the Vietnam War, it's very, very troubling. But yes, evil exists in the world. How can we deny it? But what did Martin Luther King, but he got it from somebody else, a famous abolitionist, Parker, Theodore Parker. God, I've got a good memory. And I'm going to write it down because I think you've heard of it. But the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. How many people here have heard that saying? The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. That is an amazing saying. So I'm optimistic. Robert Caring says, never had a girlfriend, didn't get invited to the weddings. Now there's a pandemic that can bypass the vaccines, and now World War III is starting. No, World War III is not starting. World War III is a potential to start. But nobody in the West is going to be stupid enough to drop bombs on Russia. So why don't you go ahead and just visualize, all of us, that we're going to emerge from this crisis safely, because thoughts are powerful. Thoughts can change history. I'm really shocked that the people in the U.S. are pro-Putin. Well, Trump is. An ignorant neighbor said, I'm rooting for Putin. He thought that was funny and clever. I just walked away. What the hell is wrong with people? There is evil in this world, and some people just get sucked into it. Oh, the turkey hungry thing was actually said by a pop singer, Kelly Plicker, on Are You As Smart as a Fifth Grader program. Now I got it. It's a joke from a song. Russia will eventually invade Israel. Well, I don't know. So what does the Bible then say? We're all going to be taken up in the rapture, those of us who are alive? Tesar Koha. Yes, I have family in Kiev and Moscow. So yeah, it's messed up. The reason I ask about pain so much is that the doctors don't really know if my pain is mentally or it's physical nerve damage. Yeah, that would be confusing. Well, for my brother, it's nerve damage, but either way, you do it the same thing. You find ways to cope with the pain, treat it mentally and physically. And so ultimately, there's a big difference, isn't mental or physical, but you still have the pain, you still have the negativity, the hopelessness. Those are treated the same way, whether it's in your mind or in your body. Do I have any suggestions for quitting drinking without AA? One last try, 9. Oh yeah, there are other programs besides AA. There's called Rational Recovery. For help with drinking, right? And there's another one. There's another group called Refuge Recovery. You know what DB stands for? Data Bank. I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but I know a whole lot of stuff. But of course, I've been around a while, and I'm insatiably curious. Okay, don't toot your own horn, Douglas, please. But Rational Recovery and Refuge Recovery are two ways that people can, two programs that people can attend to stop drinking. Syria and Canada of Czechia killers and their admirers, yeah. Well, so who's going to be taken up in the rapture, Peter? Me or Bruce? So Bruce is already dead. So have you trekked to rule out fibromyalgia or lupus? Those are very good questions, Anna. It affects mostly females and small number of males. How can people think Putin is worth a toss? He's in a club with Bashar of Sai, whoever that is. Hey, Kyron Devani, I'm trying to keep well. Had a really bad time in December. I'm holding it, hanging in there. I think I'm going to die alone. I've never had a girlfriend for more than 4 months. Well, Alex Jones, anything can change. Just, tell yourself, well, just because I haven't had a girlfriend in the past doesn't mean I can't have one in the future. So, write down what you do want, Alex Jones. Set the intention to attract somebody. I believe this is a real war. Always ask yourselves, who profits from this? Who profits if Putin now is taken down? The people of Ukraine, I think. Something doesn't ring true with Ukraine. Yeah, evil. That doesn't ring true. One last try. Yeah, it's been a struggle to quit drinking. It's kind of my crutch. Yeah, you and 100 million other people. Use it to relax, you and 100 million other people. Alcohol is a very powerful drug, and it can be, when I drink alcohol, I feel relaxed, I feel good, but then I know that if I keep doing it over and over again, it's going to lose its potency, and I'm going to be in big trouble. Anyway, let's end this beautiful thing on a beautiful coming together on a positive note. God is love. I believe love is the most powerful force in the universe. I think good eventually overcomes evil. And I know we live in some dark times, but there's a lot of people carrying a lot of light right now. So I hope to see you all next week. I'll give you an update on Bruce and how close we are to adopting a new cat. Again, you'll be able to continue to talk for 10 minutes after this. I end the live chat, and again, if you can hit the dollar sign, make a donation, that would be great. Or you can simply send a PayPal donation to me, and of course, it's going to go right back into this ministry. And until we meet again, only love can save the world. Hate causes a lot of problems, but never solved any. Yeah, Lazy Ranch, well said. Well, I'm glad, Karen Devancy, you found the live chat interesting. Alcohol kills the anxiety in the moment, but then it comes back. Yeah, hangovers are one way to basically... One consequence, there's a guy on YouTube who helped me quit Stop Drinking Expert channel. He makes sense. I went to sleep listening to his hypnosis videos. Woke up hating alcohol. Wow, Lazy Ranch, share that with more people. Man, a lot of people need a lot of help with alcohol. Yes, Derek032799, glad to see you. I'm feeling embarrassed by my last depressive episode. Nothing to feel embarrassed about. It's an illness, You have nothing to apologize for. Just try having a female friend, says Ana Gomez. If it happens, it happens. Relax and remember, one day at a time. Alex Jones, you need company. He does. It's about reaching out. Russia Today has been taken off the TV in the UK. Good for that. All right, as what they say at the end of the Christmas Carol movie, God bless you, everyone. Keep supporting each other. Keep using healthy lifestyle habits to keep yourself well. And remember, this too shall pass. See you next week.